I'm on the fifth stand.
I, I'm on the I'm
And
literally
we're
on the
live.
Chelsea. Oh no, this isn't. Hold on.
We're live.
That's
We're
not the real
live.
one. Hold on.
Hi guys.
I
Just
don't
waiting for
know.
Charlotte to finish with the Chelsea lineup.
Oh, sorry guys.
It's all good. Don't worry. Don't be silly. Don't be silly.
I
Don't be
got so
silly.
into it. I was like, yeah, Chelsea
Big Champions League
lineup.
game tonight. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So what? It's your boy Bits and Bobs. I'm joined by two friends tonight, two Chelsea peoples. Man like Winter Surfer. How you doing, bro? Good evening.
All right, pal. All good. All good.
Good man.
Big Champions League night tonight.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what? It's a big night, but I think it's more a big night for Porto, not Chelsea.
Yeah.
If I'm honest. And Queen Charles in the building. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. But it is a big night for Chelsea too, because Chelsea actually have to like keep a clean sheet and actually I don't want us just to park the bus, if that makes sense. I don't need a park the bus sense. I need us to actually come out fighting and get a goal or two. I mean, we broke our record. Like, it's funny that without Werner, we got more than two goals, and like we've always struggled with like getting more than two goals. But Werner
100%.
doesn't play. Werner doesn't play. Havertz gets an assist and a goal, and Pulisic actually manages to get it in the back of the net. Like, I think Werner's got some bad juice on him. Like, I don't want any of that. Like, I'm like, no, thank you. I need to sage you. Like, you need to be saged and like just put away for a minute because you seem to be the problem right now.
Do you know what? Like, I've seen some of your reviews and stuff regarding the weekend, right? It was an easy game, wasn't it, for Chelsea at the weekend? Palace away, it was literally done after half an hour, basically, wasn't it? Were you guys happy with? The only real question I actually want to ask you about that game is Havertz. He should have had a hat trick, but were you guys happy the fact that he was shooting, he was in positions where you're like, this is where I want to see you in, instead of being on the wing and stuff like that? Andrew, what did you think?
Yeah, I think it was when you've had a good performance when someone says, man, you should have had a hat trick or something like that. I mean, Bobs, I don't know about you. If he'd scored that goal where he lifted over the defender's head and hit it in, I think we're talking goal of the season is done.
Gascoigne-esque, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he had his best. I think he had his best performance in the Chelsea shirt. That's the reason we paid that much money for him.
Yeah,
that's what I think. But I know it was 4 and everything like that. I was just surprised by Palace's approach to the whole game. They didn't press us at all. I mean, Jorginho and Kovacic,
done, isn't it?
Yeah,
they're
done.
They're on their holidays, isn't it?
They're on holidays. They're not going down.
They're not going down.
Up. They're done.
It's pretty much the same thing every year with that club, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. They see. Well, are there three worse teams than us? There more than three worse teams.
100%.
We're fine. We're done.
Yeah, 100%. And Charlotte, do you echo the same? Were you happy with Havertz? And obviously, Palace away for Chelsea. It's just down the road, basically. It's an easy game. You know what I mean? You happy with it?
You're on mute.
Sorry, the dog's absolutely losing his mind today. Yeah, I'm actually, I was quite happy, I mean, it's funny that certain players don't play, and we all know Werner has like a low mentality at the minute. So the fact is that he didn't play, and we played, for me, one of the best games we've had in a while. Like, get down. Sorry, my dog's just decided to like mess up my whole stream. But yeah, no, I think Havertz has actually done a really great job. Like Andrew said, when you're saying, it should have been a hat trick, you've had a good game. I think for me, give it time and we won't be saying, he should have had a hat trick. He will have had it. But we've got to bear in mind, like, he hasn't been played as much as everybody else. And, I'm kind of, we saw moments of this Havertz a few games ago. And I've always been like, I've never been like, I want Havertz gone. I just want to see. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, dog's having PTSD over Werner's missing goals. But like I kind of just want to see some more of how we've seen Havertz recently. Like I'd like to see more of that, and I'd like that to see that. I don't want it to be like a couple of games and then just dry off. You know what I mean? I want to see some consistency. For me, the game he had on Saturday was absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it.
So guys, come on. Let's say it is. You have a chance to get into the Champions League semi-finals. I believe so. Tuchel's doing not bad. Okay. I don't see Porto. Big up to Lambs in the building. Big up to Shade. My sister down south. Lambs is saying the team news is not out. Sorry, Andrew, can you confirm that?
Yeah, the team lineup's out. Yeah, it's out.
Is it out? Yeah.
Yes.
What is the team? What is the team then? What is the team?
That's Mendy in goal. The three at the back: Aspilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger. Wing backs of James and Chilwell. Kante's in for Kovacic. He partners Jorginho, and it's Mount, Havertz, and Pulisic up front.
Thoughts on the lineup, Andrew?
Well, I knew Kante was going to be in yesterday because he said Kovacic is a bit injured.
Okay.
Christensen didn't play at the weekend because he was injured, or it was his birthday, one or the other.
His birthday.
Is that Neymar vibes? Neymar vibes.
Unlike Neymar, he actually only takes 1 day. Neymar takes like 2 weeks off.
Exactly. Thiago Silva's in. A bit unlucky for Zuma, but okay. And then Pulisic. I think the only doubt was whether Werner would come back in or not. But Pulisic earned his spot. He scored 2 goals. You can't take him out when he scored 2 goals.
Well, listen. What do you want from your forwards? Score? Give me a reason to keep you in the team. You scored 2 goals, and I think Werner. I believe. Beg your pardon. You never said Werner's on the bench, right?
I'll double check Jesus. That. Yes, he's on the bench.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
I think for Werner, it's not bad, is it? Your team's potentially going to be in the semi-final of the Champions League. You've not really delivered.
Yeah.
There's still time for you to get a few goals. So, I mean, it's not the best, but it's not that bad with Werner right now. Because, I mean, we can... I think everyone talks about how bad he is in that, right? But you have to look at his attitude sometimes. He still turns up for training. He still puts the yards in. He's still trying to help his team. And his assists are up there, right? So, I mean... Yeah, 100%. I think today would just be a foregone conclusion. I see you guys winning 2-3-0, if I'm honest. I think if you guys score early, the game's done. The game's over. Guys, Jacob here, does he always go 3-4-3?
Yeah, he's always started.
Christensen can't play in a back 4 or back 2. Yeah. Christensen can't play in a back 4 or back 2, so you have to have the back 3, which doesn't put us in the greatest position, but it's actually suiting us quite well. Like the result, like we've conceded, apart from the 5 goals against West Brom, we conceded maybe 3 goals before that in 11, 12 games. Now, for me, that's actually quite good if we're looking at that result. So, I think it's working for us, and I'm so glad Werner's on the bench. It's where he belongs right now. You know what? No, I'm not saying Werner's bad. I know we have potential to see, but if your job is to get the goal in the back of the net, yes, you can get all the assists you want, and they're good assists. I'm not complaining, and you can make those one-touch passes and those you can create stuff, but you can't stay on the pitch if you're not going to do your actual job, which is to get a goal. True. And if other people are going to come on the pitch, because when I saw the lineup on Saturday, I was a bit like, oh, okay, this is going to be interesting to see. But everyone proved me wrong on that. They proved me wrong in that match. And I can't say anything about that. I think it's time for Werner to step up. This might be the little bit of a kick up the arse that he needs to be like, actually, I need to start working on this, because otherwise I'm not going to have a place in the team. Because right now, if they perform well, he doesn't have a starting place. He doesn't. I know I'm not Pulisic's big fan, but it's more on injuries than it's more on injury based than talent based. But if Pulisic can stay in uninjured and continue like this, I'll have him and Havertz and Mount and the front 3. And if we continue to get goals and we can continue to push forward, I'll have them 3. If Werner can't step up to the plate, then he makes the subs bench and he comes on as a substitute. Until you've earned
sub, right?
Yeah.
Which is not a bad sub, to be fair.
I'm not saying that. Until he's earned that, like, not earned, but like until he's proved to everybody that he's capable of like getting the ball in the back of the net. Because like, if you look at it, his first goal was in the end of January, and it hadn't been since November 23rd, and it was 1,000 minutes in between goals. Like that's not a good statistic. Even Sheffield United aren't getting that bad of a statistic, and that's saying something. They're 20th. Like, I'm just saying, like, my striker, 1,000 minutes doesn't really sound good.
No, 100%. And look, guys in the cut, please smash a like. I'm being told I need to keep saying it more, so please smash a like. If you're new, please support myself and sub to the channel. Big up to A Up. No. We tried the back 4 against Barnes in the FA Cup, and we got played off the park in the first half. Yeah. I remember that game. I'm sure I probably messaged you or I was watching your watch along.
Yeah, you messaged me, Bob. I remember that. You messaged me. I literally, usually, if we lose, I literally get like a GIF or like a message being like, how's that win going for you? Like,
do you know what? On Sunday, when we were getting beat 1-0 and you're like, what's the score, Bobs? I was just like, let me keep my composure. But inside, I was hurting. I was like, oh. But for those that don't know, me and Charlotte have this lovely relationship where if any of our teams are losing, we pop up.
literally.
In the watch alongs. It's a very consistent relationship. And so long it continue. I hope so.
I hope so.
Amen. But guys, right? Look, I've got to ask you this. Okay, tonight's your foregone conclusion. Not saying you're being cocky, but just with the first half of the first leg, the first leg's result, you're in a good position right now. Who do you want in the next round in the semis? Or who would you prefer?
Real Madrid. I want Real Madrid.
Charlotte, why Real Madrid?
Because we've already beaten Liverpool. We beat them 2-0 at Anfield. I don't need to beat them again. And personally, for me, there's more than just getting Real Madrid. It's the fact that Eden Hazard went to Real Madrid and they've absolutely destroyed him. And I want to be able to whoop their ass and be like, see, Eden Hazard, if you'd have stayed, this is what happened. But also, I think we're quite capable of beating Real Madrid. We're capable of beating either one of them. Liverpool is the easier option. But for me, I don't want people because so many people go like, all these people go like, oh, you've had the easy route to the Champions League. I would like at least one challenge because Porto, everyone was like, oh, Porto beat Juve, but Juve's under Andrea Pirlo, who actually is like, it's like Frank Lampard. It's like, give the footballer the dream job as a manager and see how they fail with no experience. So I would quite like to see how we face against a team that's actually going to challenge us in all areas. I think we need it.
Andrew, I need to answer this question.
If we do make it to the final and we face PSG, we can't just go in having the easy route and not having a challenge. I need to know that if we face Real Madrid and we beat them, that we are capable of pulling up on a challenge.
100%. 100%. Okay, I do you know what? Fair play to you because you could easily just say, "Oh, we'll take Liverpool for the easy route," but you're saying, "No, the big trophy need to beat the best teams." And on what we saw from Liverpool's leg, it seems they won't be going ahead. However, Real Madrid proved another reason why they are still world class. Modric and Kroos were too much for the Liverpool club. Andrew, Tammy Abrahams, what's happened to him?
Sorry. Who?
He's
But what's going down? Because last season he done all right.
Yeah, but it's bad.
So did Martial. So,
But it's bad when he's not even getting picked. Like Werner's not scoring. Giroud's hardly played. We're playing a makeshift false nine and Havertz up front. It's bad for Tammy when It's not, and it wasn't good for Tammy. He's been bought whenever he's played under Tuchel. 2 of those times he's been bought off half time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think
is that for tactics or just
yeah. So that tactical reasoning. Bit. I listen. It happens. A new manager comes in. There's some players he just doesn't like, and whatever Tammy's doing. I know he's been injured as well, so I know he's been a bit injured, but obviously what he is seeing in training, whatever he's seeing on the pitch whenever he's played, he's just not not liking it. And Tammy's also, I think he's got 18 months on his contract left. He's looking for, there's reports he's looking between 120, 150 grand a week.
Ooh.
And I'm just
that's a lot of money.
I'm just not, I don't think for the club that we are, I wouldn't have Tammy as one of my first 2 choice strikers, let alone top there. He's like a third, and I'm not paying a third choice striker 120, 150 grand a week.
So gone? He's gone.
I think he's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not being picked now. He's not being picked now. So what, you know what I mean? If let's face it, right? If we'd actually done our job this season, Tammy would be playing more because we'd be playing the games that we wouldn't need to have a full strength team for.
Good point.
Do you know what I mean? If we were comfortably third, and there was no way the 4th place, or we went battling for 4th, we were comfortably third, or near points to your mob, then we'd have Tammy. Tammy probably Tammy would have started against Palace. He's not starting against West Brom. He's not starting against Palace. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
and that's why I mean it was a question by Jacob there, and in response to his question he said Abrahams is quite unique in his built, quite unconventional, which is why I enjoyed watching him at times. Look,
he's Bambi on ice. He's Bambi on ice. The man literally looks like he's taken off his ice skates and he's got socks on his feet and he's trying to stand up on ice like, now please stop. Like, I'm sorry. Everyone comes at me with he's our highest goal scorer. Okay. He's missed nearly triple what his goal scoring is. True, and that is why we're paying him 150k a week, because I'm still waiting. For me, Tammy Abraham is he's a championship player. And I know that sounds really, really horrible, but I have reason to back it up. In the championship, he was getting 50 goals. 50 goals in a season. He's come to the Premier League and hasn't even done that. So is he more suited to that? If he was going to move teams, maybe Brighton, I don't know, somewhere lower down. He's a mid-table league player. He's not a Chelsea standard. Chelsea have such a high standard. Look at Mason Mount. He's still not getting the credit, and he's up on that standard. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
go on, Andrew.
You know, he's built like Peter Crouch, but Peter Crouch has got more talent than Abraham. You know, he's showing it. No, but Charlotte.
I agree.
Let me just say, Charlotte's right. Charlotte's right. He'd be perfect. You know what? He'd be perfect for a Brighton. That's all Brighton needs is a striker like Tammy. Okay. Because he'd get them like he'd get his 10 to 12 league goals, and they'd be comfortably mid-table, not battling relegation every year. I just, mate, you wouldn't take him at United. So
do you know what? You're right. I just think that there's better players available.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I think his situation is pretty much like many players when big internationalists come into your club, they're just better than you. And it's not like, I actually think he's not that bad. He's just unfortunate that you've got Havertz, you've got Werner now. Giroud could still do a job. So it's like you look at Tammy and think, right, what are you bringing me that I already don't have? And he's unfortunate. He's unfortunate. Look, I think if he goes to another club, excels, there you go. But you need to play. You need to play to his strengths, I believe.
Yes,
I can't see him adapting. You know?
He has to go.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He has to go next season. It's not even a want anymore. He has to go, because if the rumours are true that we're getting another striker. Okay, I don't know who we're going to get yet, but let's just say new striker, Werner, Abraham would be at the bottom. Now, if we're looking at discussing who I'm keeping between Giroud and Abraham, we all know who I'm keeping, and it's Giroud.
100%.
Abraham, if he stays, which I think would be a really stupid move on his behalf, he's going to get no minutes, he's going to get no football, and he will just sit there and waste away, and it won't be worth it. So he has to make a decision for whether he wants game time or not, because as far as I'm concerned, I'd be the one offering Giroud another contract and not Abraham. Sorry.
I can see Jude probably getting a rolling 12 months or something like that.
Yeah,
definitely. So, guys, I've got to ask. Okay, like obviously the weekend there. I believe your next game is Saturday. Let me just double check this.
Monday.
Semi-final.
Yeah, semi-final.
Semi-final on Saturday.
Yeah.
We literally play a game with 24 hours in advance. We play City on the Saturday, and then Monday we're playing.
No, Tuesday.
Brighton.
Yeah,
Tuesday, Brighton. Yeah, so the Saturday game, right? Honest to God, is it just a one-off? Just a free hit? And when I say free hit, I don't mean it doesn't matter if you play well. It's one of those things, let's just go for it, see what happens.
I said this on I said it on another stream last night. Tuchel might have, this might be an interesting, the way the season plans out, an interesting trilogy of games, because we've still got to play them in the league on week 35. And I don't know if City will have it wrapped up by then. And there's a potential you could meet in a Champions League final as well.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to see how Tuchel does up against Pep, because it might be a thing for next season, depending on the transfer window and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, if it's out the window, Andrew, so
yeah, exactly.
Chelsea are going to have.
Exactly. We can spend more. Yeah. I think Tuchel might see them as one-off games. You know what I mean? And like I say, I mean, he can talk about going defensively, but it's an FA Cup semi-final. So for me, it's just about outscoring the other team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not interested in if we don't concede, that's great, but just outscore the team. And I think he might, he'll probably set up more defensively, but I'm not. But it's a one-off game for me. It's a chance to get through to another final. Funny enough, I don't fear City. I think we all know what to expect. I think everyone knows when you play City, they're going to have more possession than you. Yeah.
So the thing is that when you are in possession, you need to be quick, direct, and clinical.
Yeah.
Because look at my club, Man United. I mean, come on. Look at the fixtures. We've beaten them, and we've been quick, direct, clinical. Yeah. And that was it, really. They dominate possession. They're always going to dominate possession, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think Chelsea will be able to mix it up with them, to be honest. Just big up for Fadhill. Right, I'm trying to read more comments, guys, from now on. Tammy was in Championship with Aston Villa, though, and he didn't score 20 goals. Yeah, mate. Listen, I think everyone's agreed here. We can see him leaving. Tell you what, Champions League winners medal, not bad way to leave, though, for Tammy. But as I was saying with regarding City, I don't think City are to be feared in the sense of they're going to scalp us 6-7-0. I think if you have a strategy, a team tactic, and it keeps going, and you still haven't conceded, just when you get the ball, you need to be direct and be clinical. And I think that's it. Charlotte, what are you thinking? Man City?
I mean, they got beaten this weekend.
Listen, the United fan base, I know some of them were trying to do some calculations when one eye's looking at you, the other eye's looking for you. The calculations are making people go crazy, but I'll just let you know, guys, it's not happening.
City got beaten. They're showing more recently that there are cracks in the team and that they have weaknesses.
Yeah.
And sometimes their team, like Stones and Diaz, for me, have been incredible for them this season. And against Leeds, they were invisible, like actually invisible. Like, they'd put Harry Potter's cloak of invisibility on, and they were running around like they was playing there, but they actually wasn't. They showed they've got cracks. Am I saying it's going to be an easy game? No. Do I think we could challenge them? Like, as a team, I think we can challenge them and make it very difficult for them. There's two main opportunities that we've got, and I don't know which one I want to win more. For me, the FA Cup is a chance to get a cup. But again, Premier League points are just as important to get us in the top 4. And I think we have to... I don't know which one's more important, to be honest. I think for me, they're both must wins.
I think you've got to win, right? Just keep winning. No?
Yeah.
But I think I just don't know if we'll like win one City game and lose to City. But I mean, it's that kind of do I, don't I, which is going to be, are we going to win one and then draw with one or lose one? Like, you don't know. City, when we play them in the league, so I think it's like 2 games before the end of the league, City could have won the title and that's it. They no one else could win that. So they could be slacking a little bit. And if that's the case, that's an ultimate opportunity for us to take advantage of that. You never know with circumstances, but I think the FA Cup's a really, really important game for us. If we're looking at just as far ahead, the FA Cup is a must win for me. As far as I'm concerned, we are capable. We are capable of getting to an FA Cup final.
Like you done last year, are you capable of going one step further? Because looking at the draw, you beat City, you win the fight, you win the cup, right?
Yeah.
Let's, you know what? I'm not trying to disrespect any other team's club here, but let's be honest. You beat City, you should go and win the cup final.
Yeah. Look,
I just
especially those 2 teams, Leicester and Southampton, the form they're in at the moment, especially.
And this is why I was, when we lost to Leicester. 2 weeks ago.
That must have been infuriating, man.
Yeah, it was just for me. Yeah, like people were just like, "Oh, it's okay." I was like, "No." It was because I was thinking the way the draw was made. I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Yeah,
we'll beat Southampton.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Freaking it. Like, do you know what I mean? And then when we got beat, I was like, "You are joking."
Yeah.
Like, literally, are you kidding me? So
I think, because
I thought to myself, we'll probably get City in the final. One off game. Let's go. Ollie's got Pep's number. Yeah, exactly. And then we do that. And now I see you guys. I'm thinking, actually, you could beat them. I hope you beat them on 2 things. Stop the quadruple.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice, I think, from a football point of view. A different FA Cup winner, and in the sense that let's see Tuchel what he's made of, and also we know Chelsea managers, one comes in, one wins. If you don't win, you're out. And right now, Tuchel's in. He could potentially win 2 trophies, and they're 2 major trophies. Let's not get it twisted. We all grew up on the FA Cup. The younger generation probably just see it as
another thing.
Cup. But FA Cup,
the FA Cup is really important,
it's really important, right?
Yeah.
Like, the only one that I say is not as important is the Carabao Cup. To Pep, it's probably his livelihood. But for me, it's not as big as the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League. But, I have a gut feeling about the FA Cup final, and I really don't like this gut feeling I have, because every gut feeling I've had so far has been right, so I'm a little bit worried. And the gut feeling is that we're going to face Man United in the FA Cup final.
We're not in it.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just being a dick.
My goodness.
Oh, we fell for it. Damn it.
I was just like,
I got you so good. I got you so good.
You are. Listen.
After we say nice things as well. And we're live on Bits and Bob's channel. Let's say what we want, and it'll be Bits and Bob's fault. Yeah, we've taken over. So who do you really like, Bits or Bob's? I don't know which one I really like more. I think Bits invited me on.
Fair play. You got me there.
She got me as well.
You
I was like, what? Is she just? It's just like subliminal things. We've been saying Man United, and she thinks Man United are still in it. I was like, what?
That was sharp. Okay, guys, I've got to ask predictions for tonight. Charlotte, I'll let you go first.
2-0.
Really? Who's scoring?
I'd like to see Havertz get another goal. Maybe Mount or Pulisic.
Ooh, okay. If Mount scores again, are we talking Chelsea's player of the season?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Without doubt.
Absolutely.
And guys,
he's been our most consistent player, even when Lampard was there and like it was dead. He was out of all our players. There was only 2 players that actually stood out to me during this Lampard period where we were dying. One was Mason Mount, and 2 was when Lampard decided to play Callum Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi kind of sparked it up off that substitute bench. Yep. So, as far as I'm concerned, Mason Mount has been our most consistent player, and since Tuchel's come in, all he's done is grown as a player.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised though? Because you guys basically brought in a 8-a-side team, didn't you? And like you brought in loads of players, okay? And there were talks that Mount wasn't going to play.
Yeah.
He was going to be a squad player.
Yeah, less minutes.
Less minutes, yeah. And to be fair, when those players of that caliber of players are coming in, it's not disrespect. It's not a disservice. At the end of the day, he had his first full season last season. He was okay, you know what I mean? And then prior to that was Derby. So really, that conversation wasn't really disrespecting him. And then obviously we then now see this season. You know, we did say last week we were saying, Andrew, that Man United have talismans: Bruno, Pogba, Rashford.
Yeah.
City have KDB, Sterling, Aguero. Liverpool, Salah, Mane, flipping Henderson, Milner. Do you know what I mean? Like guys they can go to. And this season we struggled to find one for Chelsea. And I said Mount, and the guys were like, "Well, I don't know." But I'm like, "Well, the proof's in the pudding right now, is it not?"
It is. I mean, everyone. I tell you what, when he didn't start the first game under Tuchel, it came on, and everyone thought, "Okay, this is it. He's not going to have his minutes." And apart from, I think, resting from an FA Cup game and not being able to play in the second leg against Atletico because he was banned. He's played nearly every part in every game. For me, he's improving as the season goes on.
Exactly.
He's been more influential. Do you know what I mean? If he's not getting man of the match, he's like the top 2 or 3 players in there. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Crystal Palace for me. I know Pulisic scored twice and Havertz had a good game. I actually chose Mount as my man of the match because he was all over that game.
Yeah.
He had the assist for Zuma as well. I mean, all Zuma's
from Zuma as well. Good ball,
Zuma's one of our top. Sadly, Zuma's one of our top scorers in the league, and I think all the assists are from Mount. So but I mean, I said it weeks ago. I'm done with this Bob. I'm done with this Mount debate. It needs to stop. And we on KH we had a debate with Mount, but we didn't shout at each other. Unlike I've seen it on so many other debates where it goes, no Mount. But we were like going, he's key to this team, present and future. He's key. You just got to accept it. And I don't see why he has all this hatred from Chelsea. Our rival fans is one thing, but his own fans, it never makes any sense. It's like your lot with Bruno. Oh, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Hate a player that's doing well for you. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Do you know what it is though? I think. Do you know what we've learned in this world? Well, I've learned anyway that no matter what you do individually or a person does, someone's not going to like it.
Yeah, there's always.
Period. So there's always going to be someone, you know. Andrew, we could tell someone the sky is blue.
Yeah.
They'll tell you, no, it's not right. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of those ones.
Yeah.
Well, guys, look, I know it's 25-2. We've got 20 minutes to you guys go. So we're going to just quickly wrap up. Trying to stay consistent with Conan the Cobham. So, listen, my welcoming goes out to you, Andrew, if you can come every Tuesday. Yeah. The channel, I would love for you to be on, as well as Charlotte. When I had this idea, Charlotte was the first person I contacted. As Charlotte I've got 2 female favourites. It's Charlotte and Anita that I love watching. So yes, I had to get them on. So Andrew, household rules. Let the people know where they can find you, YouTube-wise, and social media-wise.
So that's my handle on Twitter. Follow me. Grateful for that. Since I've been in this community, it's shot up, and I just, I'm not begging for followers. But if you want to follow, just follow me. It's all good.
Follow him, please. Follow him.
I'm on Charlotte's channel, Strong TV. Please subscribe to that. Watch alongs for Chelsea, Everything But Football show. We did a wrestling shows a few times this last week. Watch alongs. The watch alongs were better than the wrestling, I've got to admit. The streams, unfortunately. And we're doing myself, Prime and Will started a new channel called The Nexus. We're going to be a bit more consistent with that. It's just a geek culture show, something like that, to escape from. We love talking about football, but sometimes I like talking about other things, stuff like
100%.
I'm on Niall's show, Let's Talk Premier League, on the Chelsea show every Fridays at 6. And then I'm on KH No Filter Football with Kai, Marshall, and Slens. We're close to 1,000 subs. It's a bit. We say if we're not overly rude or anything like that. It's no filter. You're gonna get what you get. Come there. It's purely just Chelsea content. All fans are welcome. Fans that dislike Chelsea.
Brilliant. I spoke to Kai last week, actually. Believe it or not.
I think we need to have more. We need to have more like rival fans on for the banter as well. Because rival fans are a bit more honest as well. Do you know what I mean? So,
true.
I
agree.
Stuff like that. So all over.
Andrew, thank you for that. And Queen Charles.
You can find me at Charl_Strong on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Strong TV. Just doing watch-alongs, the Wine and Football show, wrestling, football, wrestling, and wine. What more can you want?
Not at the same time.
I mean, I might try and do it at the same time. Don't challenge me to this now. But yeah, please give the Nexus a follow and subscribe to their channel, and subscribe to Bits and Bobs' channel. If you are not subscribed, if you're not subscribed to this channel, you actually suck. You really suck. You are a bad human being if you don't do this. Bad human being if you don't subscribe to this channel. It's so good. Like, the content is so good.
Oh, yeah. God bless. I'm very grateful. And like Andrew said about the community, if it wasn't for the YouTube community, I wouldn't have met you two. So, no, big up. Charlotte, I know me and you spoke about me coming to visit, and that's definitely on when it's safe to travel. So, 100%. Andrew, sir, appreciate you, especially the chat we had a few days ago. You are a good man, sir. You need to send me your number, man. Because sending stuff via Twitter DMs is long. I just prefer WhatsApp.
Literally. WhatsApp is his life. He doesn't do texting, Twitter. He's just like, WhatsApp.
Exactly. But listen, yes, I am your host. This is Bits and Bobs. So what? Listen, guys, Chelsea fans, enjoy the game. Listen, I'll be watching the watch along for just in case if, the so madness and impossible could ever happen. But listen, peace and love to you. I'm back tomorrow with the United podcast. Take care, guys.
See you guys.